Hey, this is Hannah and Mimi. We're going to talk about questions 1, 2, 4, and 5. So here Mimi goes with number 1.
Okay, number one is talking about diversity. We're going to discuss about diversity. It is a fact that America is a diverse nation in all aspects of life. As an American or as America, diversity grows. The deaf population also grows with diversity. According to Gallaudet Research Institute 2008, 60% of deaf population is white, less than 16% are Black American. And 17% Hispanic Latino, 0.2% American Indian, and 3% Asian American. In addition, approximately 23.5% of students who are deaf speak and write other language rather than English at home. For instance, 21.9% use Spanish and 9.4% use multiple language, and 36.8% of deaf are to be economically disadvantaged. Due to those differences and other diversity among deaf population, our education system is challenged.
That's a lot of diversity. Number 2 is the legislation that's been implemented for deaf or hard of hearing. We've got the American with Disabilities Act. All of these acts are really just for special needs individuals, but they do help deaf or hard of hearing. So American with Disabilities can't be discriminated against based on their disability, and then the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 empowers them and maximizes their career opportunities. And most importantly, I think, is the early hearing detection and intervention, and that helps us find out as soon as a newborn can be screened if they are deaf or hard of hearing, so we can start either teaching them sign or deciding if we want to go with cochlear implants or hearing aids.
And the next point we're going to deal about is technology. In every aspect of our life, technology is playing a big role today. Information is in our palm of our hand, and technology not only impacting the hearing world today, but also the deaf world. It's becoming a bridge between hearing and the deaf world. It's if we look at the deaf technology today, is playing a big role through hearing, not only through hearing aid and a Cochrane implant, but also through personal devices such as computer, phones, iPhone, telephone, TTY, FM system, and so on and so on. So technology advancements are having a continuous impact and opportunities for involvement of deaf people with the hearing citizen.
Yeah, technology definitely helps. And then the last one, we've got the field of deaf education has changed in the past 50 years. So for a while, instead of using sign language to communicate, the deaf community was expected to use either speech training or lip reading as their methods of communication, which really hit the deaf community hard. 50 years ago, I would say the deaf community was struggling for survival until they fought for their language to be preserved. And today, American Sign Language is taught with no verbal communication. And children who are deaf or hard of hearing use American Sign Language or their country's sign language to communicate effectively with each other and with hearing people using an interpreter, or if hearing people can sign. So I'd say we still have a lot to learn about deaf education, but technology, like Mimi said, is helping us teach with it, and the people who fought for their language rights really did them justice.
Yeah, that's right. As Sanchez stated in her book, technology is a powerful impact on our communication, and internet use has become a way of life for many deaf people. She said in her book, 63% of our deaf population are active users of technology. So today, really, they are always, they can post and they can read somebody's or learn different aspects of cultures from YouTube and FaceTime, texting, and so on and so on. So,
right.